So, you've been looking to buy a home in Warrensburg, Missouri, and oh my gosh, what do the neighborhoods look like? I can help you with that. Today, we're doing another neighborhood tour, Country View, and this one is awesome. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe right down below because I make a new video every week. You're gonna wanna get notified, and my contact info is down there. So my name's Eva Norton. If you're coming to Warrensburg, if you're PCSing to Whiteman, give me a call. I can probably help you out. Today we're talking about Country View. This is a very cool, semi-old established neighborhood in Warrensburg. And let's get down to it and see what it looks like. Hi guys, okay, so today we're looking at Country View. And just to give you guys an idea of where this neighborhood is, here is Warrensburg proper. So here is 50 Highway. And if I zoom back even more, here is Kansas City. So obviously Warrensburg's about an hour drive from Kansas City, or 45 minutes if you drive real fast. Oh, and here is Whiteman Air Force Base. So we're a hop, skip, and a jump right over to Whiteman. Usually, depending upon where you live in Warrensburg, anywhere between 12 to 15 minutes, Whiteman Air Force Base. And then we are about 3 hours west, remembering my directions, from St. Louis. So Warrensburg's really kind of in a very cool area where we're right between two really big cities, but we're a teeny tiny town, strong but mighty. Let's look at Country View. So Country View is kind of cool because there's two ways that you can get to Whiteman Air Force Base. There's 50 Highway, which is right here, goes right over to Knob Noster, down to Whiteman. Or there's a second, and the locals know this way, and that is DD Highway, and it's right here. It's through Knob Noster State Park. Beautiful trail, by the way. So pretty, and that goes directly right over to the main entrance gate at Whiteman. So if you live in Country View, you are literally right off DD. Country View is a very interesting neighborhood. It is connected to Lake Ridge. So this right here, this is Lake Ridge, obviously around the lake. And then here is Country View. So they really kind of mesh together. This is kind of technically the cutoff. It's like right in here, like this street going up. But honestly, who can say? Probably the HOA people, they can say exactly. Because the HOAs are slightly different, but very similar because it's basically the same connected neighborhood. So Lake Ridge just has over here, and then here. So Country View is really cool. It has a pool as part of the neighborhood. So there's a big pool. It's really cute. It's really pretty. Let's pop in to Street View so you guys can get an idea of what this little neighborhood looks like. Okay, I can do directions. There we go. Popping on down. Okay, so moving through, you'll see that we have a lot of houses. So all the houses here were built basically within the last 25 years, maybe 30. But this is a relatively new neighborhood in relationship to some of the older neighborhoods where you have houses built in like the 60s and the 70s and the 50s. This one neighborhood is newer. I really like it though because it's so pretty. Like this is a traditional raised ranch. Like this is a ranch with a finished walkout basement. So you have a lot of houses that aren't just the generic split level. See here we have a very pretty 2-car garage. It's a 1.5 or a full 2-story. So with some brick veneer on the front. So there's a lot of different styles of architecture, which I think is very cool because sometimes with a lot of brand new neighborhoods, you just get split level. And this, you get a lot of different, you get raised ranches, you get 1-stories, traditional ranches, you get 2 stories. You do also get that, sometimes you will see a split level. There's a lot of all brick houses, which if, you know about house building, you have an all brick house, there's a lot less maintenance than say one with vinyl siding. Traditionally, you're finding a 3 to 5 bedroom house in this neighborhood, and it's usually at least 2,000 square feet, sometimes up to 4,000 square feet. This is a split level, you can see, because the door is in between the two levels of the house, but this is more of a California split, and that's a very pretty house. Moving on. Sorry, I get very distracted when I see the architecture. I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. So here are some more traditional split levels, and you're getting a lot of newer houses really built in the last 20 years. As you can see, the HOA, I won't say it's Cahill strict, but they like, your lawn has to be mowed. You cannot have a junkie. You can't have a bunch of car parts in a yard. A lot of people actually in this neighborhood are part of the vintage car community. So sometimes on the weekends you will see them all take off their covers and drive around. It's really pretty. Very cool. Price tags of these houses. As you can see, these are nice houses. There are not that many fixer-uppers in the neighborhood. There are a couple. I'm going to be showing you one. But for the most part, you're really looking at a price tag from between $300,000 to $400,000. That's kind of the standard price tag in this neighborhood. An exception to the rule, sometimes you will get houses that, like this house, this is 1326 Farm Lane. I actually sold this house. This house is a one-story. It's just a straight ranch, no basement, built on a slab. It's around a little over 1,000, I think it was 1,200 square feet. Had some issues that needed it. It was a fixer-upper, basically. So this actually sold in the 260 range. I think it was 259. So there are exceptions to the rule. So you can still get fixer-uppers in this neighborhood. They are just rare. They're hard to come by. And when houses are for sale in Country View, just like Lake Ridge, they go fast. So let's jump on the local Zillow and see what's for sale and what's sold recently, because that way you can get an even better idea of what the prices are. Also, let me see if I can find the pool is. So I'm going to swing y'all by the clubhouse and the pool so you can see how pretty it is. Here, right on the corner, easily accessible by everyone in the neighborhood. Well, it's closed right now, but here's the clubhouse and here's the neighborhood pool. Which is really, it's kind of adorable because you see kids walking in their swimsuits with like their pool toys through the neighborhood. And because I live in the neighborhood over, so I walk my dog all through this area, and it's very pretty. Also, there's a lot of very pretty trees in this neighborhood, which I think is very beautiful. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm a sucker for a neighborhood with trees. I love me some foliage. Okay, let's go to Zillow. So right now, these are houses currently for sale in the Lake Ridge and the Country View sub. No, there's only two. And like I said, houses go fast in this neighborhood, and there's usually not tons on the market just because people who live here tend to stay here unless they're moving to another duty station. Okay, right now on the market, ooh, this is a beautiful one. So this is technically on Nottingham Drive, so it's right where Country View and Lake Ridge connect. I love this house. I think someone should move in it and then host like a Pride and Prejudice tea party because I would be down. So as you can see, beautiful house. It sits on the corner. Let's look at some photos. Okay, so very stately house. Very pretty. Beautiful. It's brick, but it's only brick in the front. The sides are vinyl siding. So you go inside. It is very pretty. It definitely beautiful hardwood floors. It needs some updating. It's obviously kind of, that dated wood tone, but very spacious, very big, very stately. Just needs a little bit of love. So this is kind of a fixer-upper. This house is priced at $374,000. It has been on the market a little bit, I think, because of that higher price range, and it just it's a fixer-upper. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,200 square feet. Beautiful lawn, beautiful backyard. Let's see what else is on the market. So that one was right here. It's right where those two streets connect. The other one we're going to take a look at is this one. Here we go. It's 1219 South Country View Lane. It's listed at $374,000. It's also a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,600 square feet. Let's see what you get for that price tag. Okay, so, or maybe they actually took that at Sunset. That would be nice. This is a up down. So it's a raised ranch with a walkout basement. Pretty deck. Have a little backyard space, patio area. Let's look at the inside. Okay, it's a very standard, I call this stuff the basic builder's grade, really, nice fixtures, but they are a little dated. And beige, very beautiful hardwood floors. Love me some hardwood floors. So it's a little outdated, but it's beautiful. Really high ceilings, big, that is a fireplace mantle. I'm about that. Big open kitchen looking into the backyard. So this is a very standard build for Country View. It's very open, it's very spacious, it is dated, but there is so much that you could do with this property. Gotta love a good walk-in closet. Beautiful bathroom, beautiful soaking tub, very pretty. Okay, so let's move on. Next, we're going to take a look at houses that have sold recently. Was 1207 Nottingham Drive, and built in 2006. Again, you have around that 20 years. Pretty big lot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet. Let's take a look and see what it sold for. So it was listed at $380,000. It sold for $370,000. Let's see some photos. So let's see what $370,000 gets you. Very pretty house, vinyl siding. Looks like a beautiful big fenced backyard. Beautiful, really pretty. Looks like it's been updated inside. Metal railing. Very, very, very pretty house. Yeah, updated gas fireplace. Beautiful kitchen. Love that industrial hood. Stainless steel appliances. Okay, so this is a very, love that shower. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, love it. So pretty. So this is a very, very pretty, updated, beautiful house. Let's see. It has a big backyard. Lots of space. Lots of space. Okay, yeah. Big, beautiful fenced backyard. So this is a very traditional, what you will get for, $370,000 in Country View. Very standard. That is a good price tag for that house. So another one that recently sold. This is that 1326 Fawn Lane I showed you. This house was quite a bit smaller, and as you can see, had not been updated since it was built. It was built in 1,372 square feet, built in 2005, so had not been touched. But again, still in great condition, just needed some love. Needed a little love. And this house did have a big foundation issue that was fixed right before the owners sold. So this house, its backyard, it was listed at $259,000. It sold right at $259,000. There were multiple offers on the house, and so it sold like that. Even getting a fixer-upper in Country View, it's still a bit of a battle. One, to find it, and two, there's going to be a lot of offers on that property. So if you like Country View, I'll tell you some tips here in just a second. So I will say, if you like the neighborhood of Country View, just like with Lake Ridge, houses in this neighborhood go incredibly fast. So make sure you have your agent, give me a call, jump on them. Also, a couple things that you won't, learn about just from looking to see what the neighborhood looks like. There's a couple neighborhoods in Warrensburg where there's a lot of activities in the neighborhood. This is one of them. We have a giant drive-through holiday Christmas type light thing in both Lake Ridge and Country View, and this neighborhood is known for it. Actually, there's like a Santa in the neighborhood where you can bring your kids on the weekends, but people drive through both these neighborhoods because of the big, beautiful light displays. It's also wonderful for trick-or-treating. This is not as crazy as Cahill, but it does get very busy. People have really over-the-top awesome Halloween decorations, and there's also regular neighborhood kind of block garage sales, which is awesome. It's usually once or twice a year. The entire neighborhood does it. It's really cool. So again, it's a neighborhood where if you want to be involved, whether you like it or not, this is one of those types of neighborhoods, which is different from some other neighborhoods where, they don't necessarily have, everyone does lights or this or that. So this neighborhood is. So maybe that'll lead you toward it. Maybe it'll send you running. I have no idea. I hope you like this video. Give me a follow, click the button down below. You'll want to get notified when I make a new one because they're kind of helpful sometimes. Or you could just watch me mess up. I don't know. Totally up to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe right down below and you'll get notified. But if you have any questions, if you're moving here, if you need help finding or selling a house, give me a call. Till next time. Bye, guys.